Hello, jaunty comrades. It's me, the first error and issue you may encounter, and welcome to Norland, a demo of a game that's available. It's not available on Steam. It's available to wishlist, but it's not in early access yet. This is just a demo. So we're gonna start. We're gonna play. It says 20 in-game days. We're gonna try and play for about 30 minutes or 20 in-game days, depending on what takes longer, I suppose, or shorter. And oh, they have a tutorial. Do we want to check out the tutorial? This is a first impressions video, so we're just going in. First impressions, we're seeing the gameplay, we're learning together. That's the best way to see what the game is like, is to do a first impression. That is a long loading screen. I did not expect the loading to be this long. Now I have to talk over it. Yes, this game is available on Steam to wishlist. You can also see some of the screenshots of the gameplay. It's a little bit different than this splash screen might suggest. The gameplay and the art, the sort of main menu art and promotional art, they seem very different. Oh, there we go. Welcome to Norland. You are the king and the head of the noble family. Your lords obey your commands, but they also have their own will. However, only through their skill and combat intrigue and economic management you can become the founder of a great dynasty. Create the most powerful kingdom in the world, or, together with good allies, survive the approaching crisis. Your history is just beginning. Well, take a look around. Use the WASD keys or hold down the mouse wheel to move the camera. So, hold down the mouse wheel or WASD. Ooh, nice. Zoom in and out. How much? Ah. Oh, you can look inside. Look at that. That's a very nice, smooth transition. Sometimes it makes sense to accelerate the passage of time. For example, at night when everyone is sleeping. Try different game speeds using the 1, 2, 3 keys or the time control buttons. Oh, you know, I have said this before. We tried out another game. I think this video might come out before that one, but I just recorded a bunch of little first impressions. And one of the things that does kind of sometimes stick out in a game is when there's nighttime and there's nothing happening and you're just like fast forwarding. We had this in Going Medieval. There's one called Of Life and Land. There's a lot of these like small colony management games. They seem to have like this downtime that I don't think Dwarf Fortress, which is kind of the OG, has. Where like in Dwarf Fortress, dwarves sleep, but I don't think there's a day-night cycle where like all of your dwarves are doing nothing. At least it feels that way. So I don't know, we're gonna see if in this one we have the same. In Norland, you only control the noble family. You need to assign a manager to oversee the workers in the buildings. The instructions given by the Lord Manager are sufficient for 3 days, and on average, one lord can manage 7 to 10 buildings. What? You only control the noble family. Okay. So you need to assign a manager to oversee the workers in the buildings. The instructions given by the Lord Manager are sufficient for 3 days, and on average, one lord can manage 7 to 10 buildings. Let's appoint a manager in the hall, where the builders are assigned. Select the hall, click the management button in the building menu in the bottom left corner. Management button. Oh, there. Choose a lord for the management role. Wait for the lord to distribute instructions to the workers. Alright, we'll assign Tverda. And what kind of instructions is she going to give? There she is, Miss Tverda. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Great. The workers are now aware of your plans, ready to start building. Wood is a primary resource for construction, so our first priority is to build a lumber mill. Click on the construction menu, select the resources section, choose the lumber mill and place it in the designated area. Resources, lumber mill. Build a lumber mill there. Now let's build a rye field to ensure that everyone has food. The rye field is best placed on fertile soil. Otherwise it will yield very little, so this is fertile soil. Click the right mouse button to go back one step in the construction menu. Oh, I didn't do that. So if I were to go here, oh, they've locked it off. They locked it off. If I were to go here, there, right mouse. Okay. After choosing the construction site, exit the construction menu mode using the right mouse button. Wait for the construction of the buildings to be completed. You can speed up the time using 1, 2, 3, or the buttons in the bottom right corner of the screen. Good. Okay. Unpaused, sped up. So this is, what is this house? Oh, I can't interact with anything. I want to learn. It's not letting me learn. So we're building this. Whoa, 6 messages? People have nowhere to pray. Taverns are not functioning. Alcohol production is absent. We have a very weak army. We need barracks. Warriors are unhappy. My goodness, this town has more issues than... Insert topical gag here. These are very smooth animations. Reminds me of like Flash games. Since the employees need instructions, don't forget to assign managers to the new buildings. Note that the higher the management skill of the Lord, the more additional product the building will produce under his management. Select lumber mill and assign a manager to it through the building menu in the bottom right left corner. Select rye field, also assign a manager to it. Okay. So the higher the skill, the better the thing. Ah. And they said about 10 buildings per lord. We'll do Tverda here, and we will assign rye field. That's food, right? So maybe we want Lusholad here. Or maybe, you know what? Oh, I can't. Oh, never mind. Quickly assign managers. Oh, never mind. It's over. Once the workers receive their instructions, they will start their duties. During the day, they work, and in the evening, they attend to their personal matters, receiving salaries, purchasing goods, and drinking beer. Same. To manage prices and salaries, click on the finance menu. Oh, overwhelming. Here on the right, in the daily expenses, you see the salary that's paid out to each worker at the end of the day. And on the left, the prices and quantity of your products that you sell to the peasants at the local market every evening. Ideally, one character consumes 1 unit of food per day. To relieve fatigue, they need to drink 1 unit of alcohol. So, 1 food, 1 drink. Okay. Speaking of which, I'm going to take a sip of my water. It's summer. It's getting warm. I mean, it's not summer. It's spring, but it's getting warm over here. All right. Currently, the worker salary is 5 coins and the price of flour is 7 coins. This means that the workers will not be able to buy food every day and will go hungry. Let's reduce the price of flour to 4 gold coins to make it more affordable. Markets operate in the evening, after 6 o'clock when peasants have free time for shopping and rest. Note that alcohol and food can vary in quality. For example, cheap rutabaga is not tasty and can lead to disease. Rutabaga cannot lead to disease. This is some anti-rutabaga conspiracy theories. Eat the rutabaga. Flavorful ale will give it additional mood bonus. Okay. Click on the cross, the X, finance button, or just right mouse to close the current menu. Besides managing buildings, your lords can also carry out other tasks. However, they will refuse to do so if they're unhappy. It seems that one of them is already unhappy now. This is indicated by the red background of his portrait. Let's see what happened. Select the unhappy lord by clicking on his portrait at the top or finding him on the map. In the Lord's menu, you can see his main indicators such as mood and loyalty, inventory, traits. You can hover over any icon and indicator to learn the details. If the mood is low, the Lord may become depressed, refuse to carry out orders, and his loyalty decreases. If loyalty falls below 25, he may leave your noble family or start a rebellion. Now, to find out why the Lord is unhappy, Let's move to the needs tab. Okay, there's a lot of his, and it's Tverda. And I just feel like you could just use there and it would fix that problem, you know? Here you can see his needs and thoughts, the sum of which determines his mood. If it's below 25, he is unhappy. Thoughts can arise from needs or as a reaction to certain events. Hover over a thought to learn more details. Torturous desire. So his unfulfilled wish is bothering him. This misgendering is bothering me. Now let's return to the main tab to fulfill his wish and thereby improve his mood. Okay, let's go. If you hover your mouse over the desire icon, you will see that this lord dreams of holy rings. The rings that appear in the resource list in the upper left corner belong to your king and are in his inventory. What? The rings that appear in the resource list in the upper left corner belong to your king. Let's share the holy rings with this lord by rewarding him, increasing his loyalty. What is going on? Click the action button, select the king section, choose the reward action and the executor your king. What? Negotiations. King reward. Once your king finds the time, he will reward the lord you've chosen. Or you can make him complete the task immediately. Click on the king. Click on the reward task in the list of received tasks at the top of the menu. Wait for the king to reward the unhappy lord. So I click on it. Note that you can also cancel by clicking on the cancel button that appears as you... Yeah, I saw that. Is anybody else confused? Why is it paused? Done! The efficiency in performing tasks depends on the Lord's skill level, which you can see on the third tab of the character menu. Please note that the Church of St. Sophia has granted each house only 5 titles for lords. What? Therefore, it's best if the skills of some lords match those of other lords. When your heir grows up, he will also need a vacant title, but while he's still a child, it's time to focus on his education. I have an heir? Lords gain experience by engaging in skill-related activities that can also be obtained through education or textbooks. Children gain more experience from education. We went from building woodcutters to my heir very quickly. Let's assign an education to the young heir. Click the action button, select education, and then the field of knowledge you want to teach. Wait for the lesson to finish. Hint, when 2 lords are involved in the task, you will see the task icon in the menu for both of them. Remember that you can ask them to complete the task immediately. The field, well, I think it's important to know about the economy. Oh, Tverda's good at it. So... this is my heir. Why are they behind this house? I can't see anything. Tverda's teaching my heir behind the house. I think they're teaching... Okay. Skills alone are not enough. To build and produce, gain special bonuses, acquire expertise and skills and knowledge of other languages. You need knowledge. There's languages? They're contained in books or in the minds of lords. Books in turn are purchased from the Holy Caravan and are stored in the library. Fortunately, it's already built. In the knowledge menu, you can assign lords to study and write books. Books can be written in different languages, but most books on technology belong to the Imperial period and are written in the Imperial language. What is happening? Oh! Wait, I want to read the... What? Open the knowledge menu. Assign a lord to study brewing. Learn. Tverda. If at least one lord has read a book, it becomes available to all. However, if he dies, the knowledge will be lost. Close the knowledge menu and wait for the completion of the study. You can double-click on the portrait of any lord to quickly move the camera to them. I'm so confused. Double-click on the portrait of any lord to quickly move the camera to them. Okay. I would like to click the X. Oh, well, there we go. Now what? Farida's so busy. We gave her so much work. In this settlement, a mill has already been built. This building grinds rye into flour, which the residents buy to cook at home. The mill and other production buildings require task assignment. For this, there's the production menu. I like do until X. Can place a one-time order or request ongoing support to maintain a desired level. Let's order to support for maintaining the quantity of flour at 60 units per day. Click on do until X on the flour card. Okay. Hold on. Also, is the name of our... Oh, no, okay. What? There's 13 people, so 60. So let's say 5 per person. I'm trying to sort of learn from this tutorial. Done. Now the peasants will take rye from the warehouse by themselves. And at the end of the working day, they will bring the produced flour to the warehouse. Please note that you already have 30 units of flour, but to complete the task of producing 60 units of flour, you'll need an additional 30 units of rye. 1 unit of rye produces 1 unit of flour. Close the production menu. Speed down. Bandit attack! Oh, holy Sophia! Bandits have stealthily... There's children screaming outside. Bandits have stealthily approached our settlement. We must attack. Fortunately, we have some time before they launch their attack. Open the army menu. First, you need to hire warriors. Click the add button. What are those? We have a few warriors, but we would like to increase our chances. We can add warriors by freeing slaves, inviting unfortunate peasants, or hiring mercenaries. Newly hired peasants and slaves will be consumed by the fear of death and will run away at the first sign of danger. Well, then why would we want that? Well, mercenaries usually need 1 to 2 days to reach your settlement. Okay. Fortunately, there's a group of mercenaries near the city ready to be hired right now. Some weaponry in the warehouse, so let's increase your army. Note that you must pay the church a daily tax for your warriors. Why are we paying the church? For the warriors. The amount of which depends on the skill. Hire several mercenaries. What's several? 1, 2. What's the letter mean? MVMTV? Okay, every unit should be led by a lord. The higher their command skill, the higher the unit's morale will be. Lower the chances of the soldiers fleeing when taking damage. We will also select the warriors who will form the squad, and this equipment they will be armed with. Also, the main menu was super loud, and now there's no music at all. Interesting. Click on the squad creation button. Select a commanding lord. By clicking on the warriors in the barracks, move all of them to the squad. Move the second lord into the squad as well. Arm your squad. Finish by clicking on create at the bottom of the menu. Wait for the warriors to retrieve their weapons from the warehouse and be ready for battle. Well, Lucha Vlad is the best. Click create. 0. Wait. What? Select a commanding lord. Move the second lord. Who's the second lord? I guess Voinomil? And then these guys. And then create. 1 warrior's 1 weapon. What do you mean 1 warrior's 1 weapons? There's a lot more than... There's 6 warriors. Six warriors, 6 weapons. Can I assign this other stuff? Now wait for your new warriors to pick up their weapons from the warehouse. Use space to start and stop time. And who's that? Stepanable. Tanaya. Who's Tanaya? Oh, it's a culture. They got cultures. Bad. Oh, that's my heir. Okay. Interesting. The squad is under your direct control and can be managed with the right mouse button. You can find its menu in the lower left corner. It's time to attack. Where's the music? Hold on. I'm gonna make the game louder. Maybe we're missing some music. It just doesn't sound like any music is playing. Sounds like barely anything is playing. Okay, I've made it twice as loud now, so if it screams at us, you've been warned. It's time to attack. Select your squad by clicking on its banner. Okay, wait. Where? The arrow is pointing to these people. Lower left corner. Find its menu in the lower left corner. There's nothing in the lower left corner. Select your squad by clicking on its banner and the commander's portrait at the top. That? Okay. Right mouse button on the enemy squad's banner to engage in combat. Okay, we did it. Here they go. There's no music. This is riveting stuff. Hey, that one surrendered. Bandit squad has been defeated and their leader is vanquished. Your warriors will capture and take the hostages as hostages those who survived, and peasants will bring them to the settlement later. Switch to the global map. Oh, you can see your settlement and your neighbors with whom you can interact. Now it's time to deal with bandits. Click on the bandit settlement. Its menu will open in the bottom left corner. Choose attack. Select your current squad. Wait for the squad to reach the bandit camp. Attack. On local map. Oh. Send army. Very confusing events. Very confusing events. Wait for the squad to reach. Are we going to see them on the map? Traveling? Is they traveling? Is they on the way? We sent them, did we not? We did. We're speeding up the game. Oh, there they are. Oh, now they suddenly just launched. Tverda wants to say something. Party has reached the bandit camp, is preparing to launch an attack. Click on the battle icon. You can see your own and the enemy squad as well as the approximate balance of power. You can retreat from the battle if it seems unwinnable, play out the battle automatically, or personally command your squad in combat. We'll do that. We'll do the button that it wants us to do. Okay. When you initiate the attack, your squad is positioned on the left while the enemy's on the right. Bandits won't wait and will immediately engage you in combat. Click on the squad's banner to control them. Right click to move the selected squad. So we can move them anywhere. Okay. And they're coming for us. We'll attack them. Wait for the battle results. I want like an archer. Wouldn't that be smart? Having some archers. Shoot them before they get to us. I like their hats. They really allowed themselves to be surrounded a little bit. Yay! Nobody died. One escaped, two got captured. Wait, didn't one of them die? Oh, I guess we captured. One lost a hand. Did you see that hand? Roll back the tapes. Look at the hand. Bandit camp destroyed. Relations with neighbors +5. Attitude towards your matriarch +9. Loot ? Oh, that's prisoners. Interesting. What's that? Excellent, your squad has defeated the enemy, freed the hostage, and will soon return home. But besides bandits, your settlement is surrounded by neighbors. Their kings may have varying attitudes towards your king, which can lead to both conflicts and cooperation. For example, you can save on the construction of hop fields if you enter into a long-term contract with a neighbor for the supply of this product. To enter into a trade contract, you must either be in the same state as your neighbor or have friendly relations with them. There are many ways to establish friendship with a neighboring king. Give him a gift, send your lord on a mission, or simply send your king to hunt together with him. Now let's improve the neighboring king's attitude towards yours to conclude a trade deal. Click on the neighboring city to open its menu. In the Assign menu, select Lords and choose the neighboring king. Drimmel. Select Hunt. Oh, they're going to hunt together. Wolf hunting. The characters go hunting together for a flesh wolf. Oh. Okay, speed it up. Oh, this king just abandoned his squad. That's good, I guess. Nice and responsive. Okay. They're hunting together. Your kings had a great time together. Now the neighboring king considers yours a friend. Relationship above 25. Perfect time to talk business. To conclude a profitable deal, send your lord with the highest trade skill. Click on the neighboring city to open its menu. Select trade. Sell hops. Wait, surely it's buying hops, no? Part of the trade agreement, Drimmel will daily offer to sell hops for gold. Holy Caravan buys and sells them for 3 and 6. 3 and 6? Church intermediary services? Yeah, we'll just say Voinamil will do it. He's already here. Many tasks on the world can be carried out by using messengers who act on behalf of your king. However, they require the paper resource to transmit the message. Okay. Let's speed it up, baby. Can we go look at the... No. No thoughts? We have no thoughts. Clappool. Darting. My sincere friend Voidnamil. I'm writing to express my delight at the conclusion of such a lucrative trade agreement. Not everyone can sheath their sword and engage in negotiations. Signed in the presence of the Bishop King Drimmel. Entered in a trade agreement. Drimmel will create a daily trade offer using under the conditions below. Okay. Now in the trade menu, every day at 11 AM, a button to buy hops will appear. So we have to buy them every day. What? Okay. There's a dog outside now as well. For the trade to take place, a free peasant from your city will be dispatched. The trade will not be instant. Return to the local map by pressing the world button or right-clicking anywhere. Okay. Holy Caravan. Gold in Norland comes and goes from the economy either through the pockets of peasant migrants or through trade. The Holy Caravan arrives in the evening at midnight. Once every 1 to 3 days and is the main source of gold, holy rings, which are a luxury appreciated by lords, those books and prisoners. This Sonic, the holy rings are very funny to me. It's like we're in Sonic. Wait until the caravan arrives at its destination. Click on the caravan and select a lord to trade with him. Note that the higher the lord's trade skill, the more profitable the trade will be. However, he needs to manage the trade before the holy caravan leaves the city at midnight. But it is midnight. Hello. Okay, trader. Trade. Luchevlad. Hello. Does Luchevlad have blood on the back of his head? Did y'all see that? The availability of goods of the caravan depends on your relationship with the matriarch of the Church of Saint Sophia. This way, the church contributes to maintaining balance in the world. What? But books and holy rings are always sellable. Buy 10 holy rings. Buy a book. Wait. What? Let me read that again. The church... Okay. So, the better our relationship, the better the offers? Is that what they're saying? Buy a book. Well, I can't see what we're buying because the tutorial window is over it, but we'll buy this one that's lit up. Trade. Okay. Close. Oh, instruments. In any society, there are unfortunate individuals simply by circumstances. Unfortunate prisoners and warriors may incite revolts, while free peasants prefer to become vagabonds. They wear brown clothing. Vagabonds see no point in working. When their resources run out, they turn to crime, street robberies, theft from warehouses, and so on. To prevent crime, deploy patrol banner. Place a patrol near Hall's warehouse. What? Who's that? What are all these arrows? Bed? Okay. Army? Night patrol. In the patrol banner, determine the radius of action and assign warriors. They will guard the area around the flag in the evening when criminals commit crimes. Reduce the radius of action so that the warriors do not go far from the warehouse. By default, 3 warriors are assigned there. Let's reduce them to 2 since the radius is small. Okay. Please note that warriors get tired from patrol duty just like from work, so their mood drops. They need more alcohol to relieve the tension. Alcoholic guards. That's what we need. If the criminal has managed to commit a crime, he can still be punished. To do this, build scaffolds, which first need to be studied. Assign a lord in the knowledge menu to build scaffold technology. Build a scaffold services menu. Well, Tverda's asleep. She's not studying anything. I guess we're gonna pass the day. I guess we really need to do like a proper gameplay of this game, because this is quite confusing. They're just throwing a lot of different mechanics at us. But I guess this game is a little bit deeper than just a city builder. It's got a lot more going on, which is nice. Okay, 30 minutes have passed. Let's hope that we're close to the end of this tutorial. We can keep going for a little bit longer. Pause, the game's paused. Oh, we've studied it. She studied it. Okay, service? Scaffold, a place for carrying out punishments. Executioners? If there are no more suspects in the city, the executioners engage in prevention. Terror. We don't want terror. Building requires daily instructions to operate. Place the object. Okay. A den. Nectar is sold. At the den? What do you mean nectar is sold at the den? A tavern. That's not what a tavern is. Like. Working of the scaffold. Executioners work at the scaffold, and like other buildings, it requires instructions from the Lord. Executioners search for crime suspects, bring them to the scaffold. If someone among those present in the square recognizes them, they will suffer the punishment you have chosen. Oh. Assign a lord to the scaffold. Who's really good? Voinomil has nothing to do yet, so he's gonna be assigned here. Fighting crime is one of the most important ways to maintain good morale among the peasants and thus a high migration rate. Hover your mouse over the icons in your province to learn more about your subjects. Your subjects are diverse. Among them are religious fanatics, loyalists, and so on. Each stratum has its pros and cons. You could increase their numbers through your actions. Loyalists, for example, arise from happy peasants. You need to build separate housing for them and provide them with plenty of good food and alcohol. In return, you can assign them to specific production facilities where they will work more diligently than others. Also call them into the army. Total number of peasants 13. Healthy unemployed 2. Religious fanatics 0. Homeless 3. Nectar addicted. Caden, Tanaya, Maka, and Varns. Those are Mass Effect companions. Frequent negative thoughts. Homeless and Holy Sophia has forsaken me. I like frequent negative thoughts. It reminds me of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Hover the mouse over the peasant icon. Wait a few seconds until the tooltip hardens. Oh, Crusader King style. Hover the mouse under the word loyalist. You can hover over... Whoa, I was reading! During the game, you can always seek assistance by opening the encyclopedia. Sometimes hints related to the current situation will appear here. Disable this in the settings menu. After a second seconds of the hint being displayed, it becomes frozen. Excellent. Loyalists are happy peasants, warriors, and lords can develop a deep love for the king and become loyalists. They can be identified by the crown pendant they wear. Cannot be bribed or tempted. Productivity is 30% higher. Cannot become vagabonds. Cannot become fanatics. They aspire to serve in the army. If they become unhappy, they may lose this quality, and if there are many unhappy loyalists, they may start a riot. Mourn when their beloved king passes away. Okay. Well, you've completed the basic training. Now you can explore the other features of the game on your own. One last piece of advice. To progress faster, you will need a lot of wood and will need to satisfy the basic needs of the peasants to maintain a high migration rate. Therefore, we recommend building at the beginning 2 or 3 lumber mills, upgrade them to the 3rd level, an altar to satisfy the peasants' need for justice, and a tavern to sell them alcohol that relieves fatigue. If you don't know where to start, hover your mouse over the red flag of problems in the top left corner. Either continue your current game on easy mode or return to the main menu and start a new game. Okay. Control S for quick save. Esc or plumb. What's plumb? Closes any open menu or opens pause menu. The game speed can be changed with 1, 2, 3 keys. Space pauses the game. Switch between the lords with tab. Q and E switch tabs when lord ability menu is open. Oh, that's cute. M and L shift. Open and close the global map. L shift is not doing that, but okay. Press Pukam on a building or character to open the quick menu. What is PKM? Primary clicky mouse. Press PKM? What's PKM? Who is she? Map movement. To send an army or attack a neighboring city or send your lord there. Select the desired city, camp, or other object on the map. In the city's action menu, choose the action and the performer. Individual lords. I love that they call it performer. Because technically it is someone performing an action, but I'm not sure you would use that word there. Individual lords and characters move quickly on the map and cannot be attacked. Armies move slower. Hostile armies will engage in battle when they cross path. Armies with prisoners move even slower and can be caught up to. Got it. Okay. So I think they threw a lot at us. I would love to actually play a game of this. So maybe we'll do a second video. I don't know if I'll record it or not. But I would love to do a second video where we just do a playthrough now that we've done the tutorial. Because if you wanted a flavor of the game, I think this is okay for a flavor of the game, but I like to actually do some gameplay, you know, some freeform gameplay. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you found this video helpful, showcasing a little bit of what the game looks like. It was mostly the tutorial, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It looks interesting. I wouldn't say no to it. I'm a little bit concerned with the way that the information was thrown at us, but the tutorial is generally something that doesn't need to be done, you know, first. So it's very understandable that the tutorial might not be perfect. This mill needs a manager. Let's assign Lucha Blood. So yeah, you know, maybe... Oh, Paraver's learned stuff. Paraver, that's my heir. I also think it could be fun if you're into streaming games. It could be fun because you can rename these people I saw. So maybe we'll do it on stream. I don't know. It seems interesting. The demo's only available for a short time, so I don't know how much gameplay I'll get out of it, but we'll see. Definitely worth taking a look, definitely worth following. Maybe check the reviews on Steam. I'll link the game in my description. And make sure if you have any thoughts on this to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this. And like the video if you liked it. And check out my channel for other stuff. We do loads of other first looks and first impressions, demos, stuff like that. But also some Let's Plays and even some original videos, some like edited, high effort videos. I made one in Crusader Kings 3 that I thought was really fun. I'll link that on screen. You could check that out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you around. Thank you so much. Have a nice rest of your life. Bye.